Get myself comfy. Hello, darlings, and a very warm, wibbly wobbly, willy waving welcome to what day is it? Wednesday. Gosh, Wednesday night live, and it is nothing less than a sheer orgasmic joy to be here with you today, tonight, indeed. Now, first things first. Thank you for all of the comments and messages today. A little update on the situation. Mr. Tuth is still in residence and I am still in pain. However, nothing like yesterday. Today, it's been entirely manageable. And yesterday, quite honestly, it wasn't. Yesterday, I was just beside myself. So I had my chow mein last night. Very good it was too. Probably my best effort so far. Uh, I did get sleep, not quite as much as I would like, but enough, enough. And today, as a result of that, I've been feeling rather blessed and I've had a positive and productive day. Oh, and no bailiffs have called today either. So that's all good. Get that out of the way first. Thank you so much for the comments, the messages, etc. Now then, and another thing just to dust off immediately because I really struggle mentioning this, but some of you have asked. Obviously, channel's demonetized until August the 27th at the earliest. I've set up a PayPal thing, and there is a link in the description to this and to all of the other videos that have gone out or that will be going out, backdated in some of the live streams. So it's a PayPal thing. It'll press on the link, it'll come up, it'll show me Boaty's World, and it gives you the option to make a weekly or monthly donation or just a one-off donation of any amount. I'm not pleading poverty, I'm not begging you. It's some people have asked about it. It's there if you would like to use it. So if you'd like to, for the next couple of months, if you're a channel member, obviously channel memberships are paused. They won't be taking any money off you. If you would like to make a donation via this PayPal thing instead, obviously I would be incredibly grateful. It would be enormously helpful. And oh, Neil, I was going to do a big build up. Oh, I was getting all of this out of the way. And then I was going to say, do me a favor. Can you all get something to, can you all get a glass of something to drink or a mug of something to drink? And then I was going to make the big announcement. And he's gone and big fat told you all already. And oh, well, I mean, I almost said he's stolen my thunder. It's not my thunder, it's his thunder. Him and Sophie. But Neil, I was going to do a big thing. I was getting all of that crap out of the way. And then I was going to tell everybody to get a drink. And then I was just going to read out the comments and say hello to everybody who's here. And then I was going to raise a toast to you. But I've just skimmed the comments ahead because loads have been coming in. And I can see that you've done it. So, all right, well, balls to my idea. So, darlings, please raise your glasses to our lovely friends, Neil and Sophie, who now are affianced. Yep, they are fiancéed up to each other. Neil popped the question today in Spain. Hopefully he got down on one knee and did it properly. And Sophie, very sensibly, because Neil's a very nice man, said yes. And Neil messaged me afterwards, and it was the happiest message I've had for ages. And I can see that you lot are all delighted as well. So, darlings, the toast is Neil and Sophie. May you have a long, happy, and healthy life together. Much love from me and much love from all of the Bogs and the Boaty's World community. You're two lovely people. You deserve each other. You're an amazing couple, and we are all so happy for you. So, cheers. Oh, bless. I've been planning that. I've been bloody planning that. I was going to get. Oh well, who cares? It's wonderful news. It's wonderful news, and I'm absolutely over the moon for them. Bless them. I'll tell you one thing, darlings. There's going to be some hot pottering action tonight in a certain hotel in Spain. Oh yeah, you can believe it. Oh, what? I should say so. Oh dear. I'll tell you one thing. I hope we're all invited to the reception because it'll be a hell of a do. I'm looking forward to that. Oh, right. Well, we'll get on to all of that. I'd better backdate and go back to the beginning, hadn't I? So, Jimmy Quinn was the first cab off the rank. Good evening, Boaty and all. Matron, good evening, all. Hope everyone's well. Peter P, evening, all. The M11. Good evening, all you gloriously sexy people. And an extra special, touchy-feely good evening to my favourite and most tantalising friend and co-host, Boaty. Bless you, darling. Oh, God, you're so good for my ego. Oh, don't go anywhere. Matron's got a new name, Spanky Spanky Wonk. Carl is here, World of True Crime. Good evening, folks. How did you join the WhatsApp group? I tried to reply to your message and it wouldn't let me. It said you can't send a message. So I don't know why. Don't know what's going on there. But yeah, ping me a number again, and I'll add you into it. I'm not brilliant at WhatsApp, but apparently I'm in charge of it. So I will. Can I get somebody? Can I have a moderator on WhatsApp? Somebody who understands how WhatsApp works and can take over the doings from me. And if I can I have a volunteer to do it, please? Black Lines is here. He's hoping Mr. Boaty has had a better day with his gob and some sleep. I have, thank you. Barry's here, that guy from SETI Alpha 5. Good evening, all. Boaty, get some string, tie it to a door, and get mustard to slam it. That'll sort your toothache out. Oh, hopefully it won't be much longer. Denise 7 is with us. Hello to all. Hope you had a fantastic day today. Oh, and Barry is back in good old Missouri. So there you are. There you are. Oh, probably some hot pottering action been going on there as well then. Oh dear. And Jimmy Quinn says that's good news, Barry. And Barry says, yeah, it is. I'm not cold. Bless you. Hope you've warmed up nicely. I'm not traveling for a few weeks, fortunately, says Barry, which is good as I've got a book signing next week. Oh, get you. Get you. We're going to be friends with a famous author, darlings. That's exciting, isn't it? A very good evening, Boaty and everyone. Andrew, I can't believe it's not Buddy Geek. New flowers, says Peter P. Yes, bought for me by our previous manager who bought a new restaurant today and popped in to drunkenly celebrate. And yeah, I told him that he had me to thank for all of his success and he'd better buy me some flowers because mine were dead. So he did. Bless him. Nice, aren't they? And they really smell. As you know, I've got a terrible sense of smell because my nose is all sorts of fucked up in various ways. And I can smell them right now. And I never smell flowers. So they must have a good, strong, fragrance. That's the word. God, I thought that was his wife friends being lobbed into the frame just then, says Black Lines. Oh, some other news. You know my really manky willy waving class? 3 of them. Thrown them. I threw them today. I've had a positive production day. I'm powering forward, darlings. And you get tomorrow's daily diary. You get to see a little bit more of the cottage. So, yeah, the manky ones have gone. It's just top class willy waving class from now on for me. Good evening, Boaty, and good evening, chat, says Mark Prasad. It's red wine time, says Jimmy Quinn. Cheers, enjoy. Barry Scrotter. Oh, hello. Fancy seeing you here. Well, indeed. Barry says, would you like me to contact my cousin to come over and punch you in the face to sort it out? Not massively. Not massively. I'm too old to get into a fight. Here we go. Neil the... Oh, bless him. Hello all. Sorry not been here the past few nights. We're currently sipping beer by the sea. A little celebration. Think I've got some big news. Me and Sophie have got engaged. And we're going ring shopping tomorrow. News doesn't get much bigger than that. Now, I knew about this. I knew it was going to happen. I was on tenterhooks waiting for the confirmation. Obviously, Neil did ping me pretty soon afterwards. But it's just wonderful news for the community. I think this is our first, isn't it? This is our first community engagement. Oh, God. Oh, hello. Hello. Who's that? Oh, right. I think that's Carl. Right. I can add him to the WhatsApp group then. I'll figure that out. Thank you, Carl. We'll get you in there, don't you worry. And if anybody else would like to be added to the WhatsApp group, just shout me, and I will do my jolly best to sort it out. But yeah, our first community engagement. That's exciting, isn't it? And hopefully there'll be more of this sort of thing. Community marriages, community affairs, community swinging, dogging, community mass pottering orgies. Oh, community births even. Who knows? Who knows? I love all of that sort of thing. That was my favorite thing about running singles, when members got together and we kind of knew them individually, and it happened a lot. Now, as you know, some of you are in the group, so you know that Singles UK, the UK singles community, dead as a doornail now, but used to be amazing. And we had so many relationships formed, so many real life meetups and whatnot. And we had members getting married, moving in together, buying houses, having children. It was lovely. Be nice to, and I'd love, yeah, hopefully we'll have some real life community stuff here. And we've got some. We've got a community engagement. Now, you can tell that neither Neil nor Sophie have got YouTube channels, because if it was me or Mustard or anybody else with a YouTube channel, that would have been on video. Oh, yeah. And it would have got really good views. In fact, I'm gutted, Neil, that you didn't do it here so I could have filmed you. You selfish bastard, sir. Why didn't you propose here in my cottage in a really inappropriate place? You had to be all romantic and go and do it in Spain, didn't you? You could have done it here and I could have filmed it. And I was still monetized then. I could have profited from your happiness. It's such wonderful news, and I'm so over the moon. Oh, and no, I'm sure the congratulations will be rolling in. Neil, congratulations, says Matron. Well done, Neil. Fantastic, says Black Lines. Morning, evening to all, says Ross. He's alive. I am. Black Line says, congrats to you both. Neil, congratulations, says Peter P. Sophie, congratulations, says Matron. Thanks, Trace. Sorry for your loss. I'm off the market now permanently, says Neil. Well, Matron's loss. Nice one, Neil, says Barry. Oh, my goodness, says Emils and the Emilumps. Congratulations, Neil and Sophie. Wonderful news. It is. It's wonderful news. Congratulations, Neil, with lots of excited face emojis, says Jimmy Quinn. Oh, Trisha's with us. Good evening, Jason, and all in chat. Ross says, hi, Barry. I liked your rant video. Messy people are unts. They are indeed. Neil and Sophie and lots of hearts from Peter P. Tricia says, congratulations, Sophie and Neil. Congratulations to Neil and Sophie from Andrew Buttigieg. Well, feck you, Boaty, you tosser. I've got Wi-Fi now, says Neil. I had it all planned. Oh, God, I'm so happy. Congratulations, Sophie, says Jimmy Quinn. Oh, dear. Congratulations, Soph from Barry. Congrats, guys, says Ross. Now, where's me hat? Oh, yeah, we're all going to have to buy a new hat, darlings, aren't we? To the very nice couple with a champagne bottle, says Peter P. Simone is here, hooked on classics. Good evening. I've been dealing with vertigo for the last few days. Oh, sorry to hear that. Neil and Soph, huge congratulations. Great news, says Mark Passad. Absolutely. Cheers, Neil and Sophie, says Matron. A lovely couple who deserve the best. Neil and Sophie. That was the toast, and much love from Matron. Congratulations from Carl, World of True Crime. Oh dear. Barry Scrotter says, Simone, I had vertigo as part of my COVID infection. Hope it passes. I hope so too. Vertigo is rotten. It really is rotten. It's very, I was going to say decombobulating, and it is, but there's a proper word that also begins with D. Debilitating. That's the word. Debilitating. That's the chap. Neil and Sophie, cheers. Absolutely. Our first bog wedding. Cool, says Ross. Yeah, totally. Boaty, you snooze, you lose, says Jimmy Quinn. Indeed. Denise Seven says, congratulations, Neil and Sophie. Wonderful news. Here we go. Neil says, you will all be invited. And Jason, dig your dog collar out. You're doing the wedding. I would love to do that. I would love to do that. Oh, dear. Congrats, Neil and Sophie, says Barry Scrotter. Where is Neil and Sophie's jingle? Asked Peter P. Good question. Good question. We'll come up with one for tomorrow. Either me or more likely Emmels and the Emmelumps will. I'm sure we'll come up with some cool engagement jingle. Me? Sexy? Says Simone. You have to be joking. What's that in relation to or in response to? Don't know. Hi all, says Sarah Parsons. Hello, Sarah. Lovely to have you here, my lovely. Oh my God, Neil, says Matron. Boaty will be doing the wedding. Boaty doing the wedding doings will be insane. I will giggle the entire way. Mr. Stephen Paddy from Port Sunlight in the Whittle, the Leisure Peninsula, says, nice to hear the good news about the wonderful Neil and Sophie newly engaged while on holiday. It is. It's lovely. How was your day been, Jason? A big improvement on yesterday. Thank you for asking. Oh dear, Mr. Stephen Paddy had a cousin's funeral today. I'm so sorry. So sorry. Sorry for your loss and sorry to all of your family. That's life, isn't it, darlings? That's life. There is joy, but also sadness all around us. I'm going to have another glass of wine to celebrate Neil and Sophie. Honestly, I'm so happy. God, I must be getting old, getting this excited over somebody else's engagement. I honestly just think that they're such lovely people individually, and they really work together as a couple. I've spent quite a bit of time with Neil and Soph, and not all just fun time either. Oh, wine burp. Obviously, I've spent a night in a hotel with them, not in the same room, but I've spent 2 nights in a hotel with them, haven't I? Yeah, one in Rill and one in Milne Road. Separate rooms, don't get any ideas, nothing funny. And of course, they've stayed here now. But also that day that that John came up to the yard the first time, that was I don't know if it came across on the videos, but that was a hell of a day. And you know, when you get a day like that and you're tired and exhausted and whatnot, that's when you kind of see people at their worst. Except that Neil and Soap were there. They didn't have to come with me on the last drive. They could have just enjoyed the hotel and enjoyed their evening. But no, they were going to come. Neil was going to help out with the driving. Soap was offering moral support, and you see people at their worst, but there wasn't a worst. They were just wonderful. And you guys, you saw the live stream at the end of that night. Believe me, we were absolutely buggered. It had been a hell of a day. And they're just utterly, utterly lovely. And I'm delighted. And I just wish them every single happiness. And it's going to be a privilege to be, to watch them as they go through their engagement and plan things ahead and all of that sort of thing. It's going to be lovely to be involved. Well, not involved, but on the periphery. I mean, they're one of us. They're one of us. It's a family thing, isn't it? And we share our joys and we share our sorrows. And God knows we'll get drunk at the reception and eat more than our fair share of the buffet. I bloody well will anyway. You got to love a wedding buffet, haven't you? Oh dear, oh dear, dear. But Mr. Stephen Paddy, I'm again sorry for your loss. And I know I speak for everybody there. Neil says, I now pronounce you Pottering Pals. Yeah. Yeah, something like that. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today because Neil wants to make it illegal for Sophie to sleep with another man. Please be seated. Oh, this is brilliant. I'm so chuffed. I'm so chuffed. You see, the universe has a way of doing things, doesn't it? Okay, now the universe pissed on me yesterday from a great height. It made me sleep deprived, gave me a day of unmanageable pain. And as I told you yesterday, at my lowest moment during the day, the bailiff knocked on the door. And that was it. But then the universe also does this. Less pain today. My chow mein was great last night. Oh, I didn't tell you about lunch. I only had Momo for lunch, didn't I? 10 pieces, darlings. Oh, yeah. Had to eat with this side of my mouth, but at least I could eat. And I had a productive day and the sun was shining. And now this. So, the universe isn't a total bastard, is it? It just likes you to, well, I mean, the universe makes the sea, doesn't it? And it makes the mountains and the valleys. And everywhere that you look, there are highs and lows, there are peaks and troughs. So, there are hills, there are valleys. In the sea, there are peaks at the top of the wave, and there are troughs as the wave goes under the water. And that's what the universe does with us. It gives you a kick in the mouth on one day and then pats you on the head the next day. So I apologize for what I said to you yesterday, universe. Well, actually, no, I don't. You were a bastard yesterday. But well done on pulling your finger out today and making it a better one. All right? Cheers. You have to be firm with universes. The titties look, oh no, sorry. The triffids look lovely, says Sarah Parsons. Yeah, they do, don't they? And they're a flower I don't recognise. Hang on, let me see if I can dig the packaging out. Because I didn't recognise the name. Hold on. They are, oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, they are Alstroemer, Alstroemerias, Alstrom, Alstromerias, Alstromerias, something like that. They're nice trippids in the right colour of red for the kitchen. And that's all any of us need to know, really. Thanks, universe, for trying to make me pronounce that. Congratulations and celebrations. I want the world to know that Neil's in love with Soph. Congratulations, no more masturbations. You've got each other to do that sort of thing now. We'll have to have a ceremonial burying of Neil's wanking sock in his back garden. What a joy. What a joy. What was I saying? Where was I? Oh, thank you, Sarah. Yeah, I'm very happy with them. They do look really nice. Oh dear. WhatsApp does allow mods. Yes, says Matron. Right, Matron, you're my manager. You're in charge of WhatsApp. You knew the answer to that. You clearly know what you're doing. You are now in charge. Okay? And thank you for volunteering, by the way. I accept your kind offer. Emmels, you and the Emmelumps can be mods as well if you want. Matron's having a giggle at Neil's pottering pals. Yes. Yes, Karen. Barry says, yes, Karen is satisfied with a smug smile on his face. And she says hi and congratulations. That's lovely. Neil says he's going to do an amazing job of destroying the perfect day. But yeah, I proposed on the beach today at 4:55. Hang on, what time did you message me then? I want to see how long it was after the proposal. Hold on. So that's 4:55 your time. So that will be, what are you, an hour ahead or an hour behind? I always forget. Oh, I deleted Messenger on here, didn't I? I deleted Messenger for Monday Night Live, so Bernard couldn't call me on it. And I've forgotten to put it back on. I've got it on this one. Oh, well, at 22:11, Neil said, feel free to let the community know about me and Sophie. A bit of good news for us all. And that was when I started planning. And here we are. Oh, okay. It was 1923 that I just got one simple message, 3 words, and an exclamation mark. She said yes, which was all I needed to know. And there was a big old smile on my face. I hope they have kids. I can be the really unsuitable uncle. Mummy, Daddy, can we see Uncle Boaty? No. My friends say he's cool. They call him Dirty Uncle Boaty. Oh dear. Neil says 6 months in 6 months in the making. That was yeah. I know it was, mate. I know. So, yeah, I know how long Neil's been planning this. It's been meticulously planned. I was obviously I couldn't say anything, but that's why I was so upset that it was only a few days before they went away that all of the shit really hit the fan, and more shit than most of you know about, because there was some other private stuff as well. And I thought, oh God, no, the universe being an absolute arse again. You know, I know how much had gone into this. I know how incredibly excited Neil was about it. And without any of that, then God knows the two of them really deserved that holiday. And I was so angry and so upset that all of that kicked off literally just a few days before they were due to go away. And I warned them both together and individually. I said, I mean, obviously, I couldn't say anything to Sophie about this, obviously. But I warned her, I said, if you let anything ruin this week for you, I swear to God, I'll kill you both or sit on your heads or something. And it's worked out beautifully, and somebody once said, didn't they, that the best revenge is happiness. And so, yeah, here's a big fuck you to anybody who tried to interfere with anybody else's happiness. Those flowers really do smell lovely, those alopecias, or whatever they were called. Wedding live stream, asked the M11. If you're going to get married, says Matron, you have to make it a day to remember. And Boaty doing the doings will be memorable. It probably will be. Mr. Stephen Paddy from Port Sunlight in the Whittle, who scores very highly at Scrabble, by the way. 61 points, I think he's worth in Scrabble. Was it 61? He was a clear winner anyway. Where's my Scrabble sheet? What did I do with that? I know. I know I put a picture of it somewhere. Oh, what have I done with that? Oh, I don't know. I've got it somewhere. I think it was 61 points he scored. Did I put it over here? Oh, no. I don't know. But it's somewhere. Let's call it 61 points. Mr. Stephen Paddy is asking about what's happening with the restaurants and what are the bosses saying about me needing to look for that. Nothing's happening exactly as I knew it would. Nothing's bloody happening. It's a kind of creative inertia. Oh, things happen at their own pace. I mean, I need to do something. I don't know what. A lot of people have suggested Uber Eats and Just Eat kind of thing. Had a look at that, but they want certain things that are going to make it really difficult for me, and I don't think it's going to be logistically viable. I'll find something. This week and next week, I'll start looking seriously. If I could find something for 3 or 4 hours a day, not including a Monday, something like that, I'll think of something. Oh, Mustard's here, Project Nigel. Hello, turnips. Neil says, just to be clear, there's no pottering going on tonight. We're both far too sunburned to do anything. Oh, dear. I feel your pain there. And yeah, Sophie told me that you fell asleep in the sun, you great donut, and burned yourself to a crisp. I've told this story before, but I'll tell it again. The first time I went on a nudist beach, I was heavily tanned at the time. But there are parts of me, darlings, that hadn't seen the sun since I was about 3 or 4 years old. And public nudity was acceptable. It was back in those days. There is a picture on Facebook of me aged about 3 or 4, naked in a fountain with my little tingle hanging out for all to see in a public park. But that was the 1970s for you. Kids could be naked in a fountain in a public park. Nobody had an issue with it. And, perverts had the decency to stay at home to do their perverting. They weren't out perverting in public parks. But yeah, so I did the nudist beach thing, and my little chap did get somewhat sunburnt. I'm afraid. The rest of me heavily tanned. I've never had sunburn in my life. I am, as most of you know, I am mixed race. So whatever that means, that if I see a lot of sun, I don't burn or anything like that. I just go really dark, presumably because my skin is not entirely pure white skin. It's mixed with Afro Caribbean, I think. Where's Bermuda? Is that Afro Caribbean? I suppose it is. Bermuda's in the Caribbean, isn't it? I think. Anyway, there we are. But the little tinkle, yeah, that suffered in the sun. And that night, then I was trying to steer the train into Paddington, and it was so painful that I did try, and it was just agony. And I had to withdraw immediately, jumped off the bed. We were staying in a villa, ran into the kitchen, didn't know what to do. But I remember that milk was a thing that you did if you had a hot curry or something like that. So I poured a glass of milk, put my little donga into the glass of milk, and just, oh God. I mean, it was cold, so that helped. And I just thought, oh, hopefully this will give me some relief. So I'm standing there in the kitchen of this villa with the little donga in a glass of milk down there. And my partner at the time wandered in, took a casual glance at what I was doing, and said, I always wondered how you loaded those things. But there we are. So Neil, you have been clear. There is no pottering going. Oh, what a shame! You can't celebrate your engagement with a bit of spousal togetherness. Never mind. You've probably made up for it before, and you'll make up for it again. Well, here we are. Neil says, literally fell asleep on the beach for 3 hours, and I've burned everything except my tinkle and where my shorts were. Well, at least your tinkle wasn't. Neil says, Andrew, I did mention before your trip to pack the sunscreen. You tell him, Boaty, says Peter P. Why didn't Neil propose during Monday Night Live, says Emmels and the Emmelumps, who is just as selfish as me. Oh, Ed Usher is with us. Ahoy, hoy, Boaty, and a very good evening to you all. A very good evening to you, Ed. Thanks for joining us on this wonderful, auspicious occasion. And it is auspicious. Oh, right. Neil did apply the old sunscreen, but he went swimming and it got washed off. The moral of the story is to put it on again when you come in the sea, when you come out of the sea. Sorry, just to be clear, Neil did not come into the sea. Perish the thought. Well, not after he got sunburned, anyway. Oh dear. Peter P says he packed Cunny Lube instead. Matron says, "Oh, this stream is all loved up now and lubed up with Peter's curry." Congrats, says Simone. Hi, Emma, says Andrew Buttigieg. I liked your latest video with pink dangling bits. Ooh, now then. Lube is in the air, everywhere I look around, says the M11, or sings the M11. I've been off the market since 2007, says Simone. Not out of choice, just sheer bad luck. Well, that doesn't mean you're off the market, does it? That just means that nobody's bought you or, taken you on or whatever you want to do. Or, let's put it a better way. You just haven't found somebody fortunate enough to deserve you. That's what it is. That's what it is. And you're not willing to lower your standards. And rightly so. I'm the same. I've spent all of my life, accepting people that are not Alanis Morissette or what's her name, Ines de la Fressange. And now that I'm in my absolute prime, darlings, my thrusting prime, I'm not accepting any less. So unless you're Alanis Morissette about 20 years ago, or Ines de la Fressange about 30 years ago, then, you know, you can try, but don't be surprised if I spurn you. Who am I bloody kidding? If Lionel Blair came knocking at the door, I'd say, oh, thank God. I don't want to spend another night alone. I know I'm not gay, but there comes a point where you have to cut your cloth according to your need. It always amazed me that Giles Brandreth isn't gay. He's got a wife and everything. I've never known anybody who appeared to be as gay as Giles Brandreth. And apparently he's not. Another reason why I'd like to meet him. I've never met Giles Brandreth. He's not one of my showbiz acquaintances. Oh, God. I'm so enjoying this. Hope you are too. Ed Usher says, how do you stop your girlfriend from giving you fellatio? Answer, propose. Congratulations, chaps. That's wrong, Ed. That's wrong. Oh, that's very wrong. Propose to them and you'll get the best sex that you'll ever have with them. It's when you marry them that all dries up. Emma, says Neil, trust me, no lube is getting anywhere tonight. The M11 says, thanks, Andrew, for liking my video. It was a bit girly, but I have to cater for my female audience too. Evening, JPH. How's the Tootsie Peg, says Ollie Owls. My mate Steve of many, 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 many years, the handsome model, fit TV and film acting bastard. It's better today, mate. Thank you. It was horrible yesterday. It's still there and it's still painful, but it's totally manageable today. Thank God. I slept last night. I've eaten today, so I can cope with this, no problem at all. Walk in the park. But thank you for asking. Hope you're well and still handsome. What's it? Steve, Ollie Owls, my mate here, he was the model for an advertising campaign for a nationwide chain of gyms who, at the time, employed my boo. So that was a weird little connection. And they fucked him over. He was paid for an advertising campaign that was, of such and such a duration and a certain level of saturation, whatever. And they just carried on using all of his adverts, his likeness, his whatever, long after they'd paid to do it. I can't remember the name of the gyms. But Steve, did you ever get the money for that? Did they ever actually cough up? Oh dear. Hi everyone, says Neil. It's Soph. So sorry, I'll read that again. Hi everyone, says Soph. It's Soph. Steve KG says hi. Evening all. Good evening to you, sir. Thank you for joining us. Hi Soph and congratulations, says Matron. Neil and hi Sophie, congrats, says Peter P. Congrats, says Steve KG. Oh, you've only just got here, Steve. Neil and Sophie got engaged. Neil proposed at 4:55 on the beach in Spain. Sophie said yes. We've got our first community engagement. So that's what all the congratulations are about. Oh, Matron's just told him. And now Steve KG adds his own congratulations. How is John doing, Boaty? Asks Rob Hedgehog. Do you know? John Stoodley. Fine. The last time he was amongst us. Yeah, fine. No disasters to impart, as far as I know. You guys know as much as me. He hasn't. I don't think he's messaged me since the last time that he was on a live. Let me just check. Oh, I haven't got Messenger on this. Oh, I've got to put that back on. I'll check in a bit. Matching reception t-shirt, says Matron. Oh, good idea, yeah. Oh, stag do first, says Peter P. Oh, I hadn't thought about that. Stag do. Stag do. Oh my God. Oh my God, the stag do. Now then. Bugger the wedding, bugger the reception. We've got a stag and hen do to think about, darlings. So divide yourself into two teams, chaps and lady chaps, and let's get planning. Oh, what? Oh God. Oh, we'll all have some stag do stories to tell, won't we? Now then. Mustard will need to give Boaty back the dog collar, says the M11. Neil says, this was well-needed good news. I was in the work since last year, but was meant to be at the time. Unfortunately, couldn't get my mate to record. Oh, of course, yeah. Oh, right, yeah. Talking about videoing it, I completely forgot that Neil and Soph didn't go alone to Spain. Their mutual friend is with them. And apparently he was going to record it, but he's got heat stroke, so he wasn't there. Oh dear. Alstroemeria, says Barry Scrotter. Thank you, Barry. Trying to remember the name of the flowers. I may have called them alopecia. Anyone with a rover, says Neil, is encouraged to bring it to the wedding. Just saying. I reckon someone has slipped him some morphine, says Barry Scrotter. Steve KG has got a 75. That's a start. If anyone knows of someone with a Rover 75 limo, please let me know. I need to borrow it. Right, we can work on that. We'll get you a Rover 75 limo. Don't you worry about that, mate. If that's what you want, we will get it. Mustard knows somebody with one, doesn't he? Because he did a road test on it. But don't worry, the community will be on a mission. You just tell us anything you want for the wedding. We will, between us, we will get it all sorted for you. Oh my God, the wonk sock, says Matron. I remember Soph telling the internet about that, and then she laughs her bottom off. Alopecia, commonly called the Peruvian lily or lily of the Incas, says Mark Passad. Interesting. I like them even more now. They've got a lovely pong, and they look nice, don't they? Yeah, really nice. I might get some more tomorrow for the other vase in the window over there that's still got the dead, whatever they were. What are those? Oh, the other ones, you know. I know someone with a 75 limo, Neil, says Mustard. See, I told you he did. I never had a sock for that, says Neil. I've got a Rover V8 badge, says Andrew. Does that count, Neil? Oh, dear. I've still got a jammy rag, says Ed Usher. It's nearly 23 years old and stiff as a board. I bought farm eggs yesterday, says Steve G. Steve KG, sorry. Much bigger than shop ones. I cut down tonight's omelette to 7, but only ate half. Bloody hell. Oh, yeah, you and your eggs. I forgot about that. Oh, mustard a chauffeur, says Matron. This is going to be a proper community thing. Oh, and the M11 says Sophie could arrive at the wedding in the trailer. They did that in Gavin and Stacey, didn't they? For Nessa's wedding. Oh, and Mustard will ask the 75 limo man tomorrow. And everybody's having a laugh at Emma with the trailer idea. Oh dear. Oh, and Neil says, thank you, Camp Damp Jesus. Oh, Andrew suggests that I should show up at the church being towed by Charles in the trailer. Oh, Carl's got to head off. Good night, guys. Enjoy your night. Love triumphs over shit, says Peter P. I agree. Oh, and Neil got the Gavin and Stacey thing. Emma, it's not Gavin and Stacey, the metro towing her to the big day. Was it a metro? I'd forgotten that bit. Neil's going to take the Dolomite to the wedding. Oh, and Matron is quoting me. A big fuck you to anyone who tried to mess it up for them. And so say all of us. Well said, Matron. Yeah. Bollocks to them. And Steve KG echoes that, as does Mustard. Oh, the M11 says, yeah, it was 61 points for Mr. Parry. You posted it on Facebook. I did. Oh, and Neil says, to top it all off, I got a message from that person last night, but he removed it, so fuck him. I'm happy, Soap's happy, so I don't give a toss. Mr. Stephen Paddy from Port Sunlight in the Whittle, the Leisure Peninsula, says, Jason, can you legally marry them as a minister? Yeah. Yes is the answer to that. But not in every single country in the world. And I'm not up to date with the list. So it might depend where they get married. Now, the last time I checked, my church was recognized as, a legal and bona fide church. In most places in the world, America, Australasia, most of Europe, etc., etc., etc. But not every individual country has given that full level of recognition yet. So it would depend where they got married, and I would have to check. But most places, yeah, I am legally allowed to perform a wedding ceremony, or a funeral, or a bar mitzvah, or a divorce blessing, or an exorcism. So, anybody needs anything like that, mate rates, obviously. Boaty, how about voiceover work on radio or something to earn a few quid? You're a very eloquently spoken chap. Oh, it's very kind of you to say so. Oh, and Matron agrees. Good idea. Oh, God. Maybe before the teeth thing, maybe, but I've got a slight speech impediment now since since Mr. Front Tooth went. But yeah, something like that would be cool. Some sort of radio gig would be really cool, actually. I miss radio. Radio is it's a deep love of mine. As a listener, as you know, I don't have a television, but I have radio in my home, in my car. Radio is an almost constant companion. But I love it as a medium to work on as well. And I've always been obsessed with radio. So I have done a fair bit of radio work, mostly with the BBC. Well, in fact, exclusively with the BBC. I started out doing bits with Radio WM, the local West Midlands BBC station. I wrote, I didn't appear on, but I wrote for Radio 2. Well, I wrote for Teddy Wogan, which is obviously on Radio 2. But then my big love really was Radio Wales, and I both wrote for Radio Wales and I appeared on. Do you say appeared when it's a radio? Because you kind of don't appear, do you? Because it's sound only. But yeah, I was involved with Radio Wales both as a writer and a presenter and a co-presenter and a guest. I guested on Rod's show, on JMO, Jason Mohammed's show, the Gone But Not Forgotten, Chris Needs, in the Night Garden, all of that sort of thing. So I would love to get involved with radio again. Oh dear. If I ever visit you, Boaty, say Steve KG, I'll be having black coffee only. And he'd just listen to me telling you about the nudist speech and the, yeah. It's okay. He doesn't actually drink milk, says Matron. That's true. You won't, unless I know I've got guests coming, you will never find milk in my fridge. If I've got guests coming, I will always try to buy it, have it there for them. There's always milk here for Mustard. There was milk for Neil. And so there's always milk for guests. But if it's me on my own, no milk. I have no use for it. Oh, Emma and Trace, says Neil, or Sophie. Would you be up for being bridesmaids? Blimey. You should see what he stirs the coffee with, says Peter P. Really, says Matron. Really, really, says Neil or Sophie. And oh, bless you. I would be totally honoured, says Matron. And then he says, thank you, Emma, who didn't actually say anything. Oh, Emma says, Neil, Sophie, seriously? 100%, says Neil stroke Sophie. Oh. And Emma would be honoured too as well. And Mustard says, who wants some egg fried rice? Can Mustard be a flower person, asks Andrew. I feel so chuffed, says Matron. How lovely. Thank you, Neil and Soph. Oh, and then Neil says, Paul, would you be up for catering this shindig? Mustard in the catering, says Peter P. Barry Scratch says, yep, I'll have some egg fried rice. Oh, dear. Oh, Sophie's already planning it, says Neil. She's having 5 bridesmaids, if the Lemon and Matron are down for it. Jason's doing the service, and all of the inner scrotum are invited. This is going to be amazing. And M11 says, this is amazing. Me and Emma definitely up for it, says Matron. Thank you so much, guys. We will support you wherever we can. Oh, Nuffield Health, says my mate Steve, Ollie Owls. Yeah, that's who it was, Nuffield. And no, the image is still on the website advertising a special offer. God, it's about 7 years on, and they're still using your image and they're still not paying you. Weren't you thinking about going to court over it? That is properly taking the piss, that is. Darlings, I urge you as a community, boycott Nuffield gyms. They're cheating bastards, and they've buggered one of our community members by using his handsome face for a lot longer than they paid to do. It was really weird. It was really weird. This was before Boo and I started our new life together in Matlock Bath. And of course, when we were courting before we got engaged and moved in, all of that sort of thing, Boo was living in Leicester and she was working at the local gym, the Nuffield gym. Uh, and she ran the cafe during the day, and at night it was a bar and a private function room. So she normally worked during the day, and she ran the cafe. She made all of the cakes and pastries and all of that sort of thing, cooked all of the food. It was just her. It was only a small cafe, so she did everything. And then at night, when they had a booking, that she ran it as a bar. But it was really weird going there because, of course, Boo didn't drive. So it was weird going there to, I don't know, keep her company or take her to work or pick her up. And there's a great big poster with my mate's face plastered all over it. That was really weird. Paul has got to be the driver of the 75 Lima as Sophie is demanding it. This is sweet. Neil says, Emma and Trace, Sophie loves the pair of you, so you guys are 100% involved. Maybe a live stream from the wedding, says Andrew, for us plebs who reside overseas and can't be there in the flesh. I'm really touched, says the M11. Thank you, Sophie. This is just amazing. This really is amazing. This is going to be, this has just taken the community to a whole new level. And this is what it's all about. You see, it's people who get it. It's people who value it. It's people who understand what the hell we're trying to do here that mean that it will continue to grow and it will be just an amazing thing. There will be people who don't get it, who just don't see the value in it, or who try to use it for their own advantage to their own ends. They don't matter. Like I said, the best revenge is happiness. And when we've got this sort of thing going on, then everybody else can just look on and, see what they're missing out on. And this is what YouTube community should be. If you've got a commercial channel, then fair enough. That's what it is. It's a commercial channel. But if you've got a channel where you're asking people to support you and to get involved in your life and to enjoy watching what you're doing day to day, in other words, if you're anybody like a me or a Mustard or a Hugnut, anything like that, you're not a professional presenter, then in my mind, this is what you should be working towards. You should be giving something back. You want people to share you and support you. You should be working to build a community around that so that the people who support you get something from it. So it's not a completely one-way street. That was what I thought, soon after I started, and some people were kind enough to, watch, a few people watched a few videos and started commenting and whatnot. And I thought, well, this can't be a one-way street. I've got no time for the people that put up videos and people are kind enough to leave a comment and they don't even reply to them. Shouldn't be like that. This is what it should be like if it's going to be something meaningful, not just, I love this. I love this. God, I'm going to go to bed happier tonight than I've been for a while. I'm going to get emotional in a bit. I do love this little community, says Steve KG. Yeah, me too. Oh, bloody hell. Matron and the M11 are banging on about dates and locations. They've only just got engaged. Give them a year or two, for God's sake. Right. First priority, stag and hen do. We'll worry about the rest of the shit later on. I haven't been on a stag do for ages. Oh, well said, Neil. No data locations yet. I'll keep you updated. Not for another year at least. There's a lot of planning yet. Quite right, too. Oh, and Neil goes on to say, Sophia's got some ideas that I need to say no to. Interesting. Interesting. She's down for the 75 limo, though, and Rover's at the wedding. Oh, dear. Neil's car could be Project Nigel, says Ross. Ah. Oh, excuse me. And Neil says, Nigel at the wedding sounds like a plan. Matron says, Project Nigel as one of the wedding cars would be great. Well, they're a little small for more than a couple of people. Oh, fuck off, Neil. Trace, I agree, as long as Jason himself doesn't drive, as I don't want the clutch burning out on the day. Fred the shed for the buffet, says Matron. Or a burning clutch even, says Andrew. Sod you. Oh, Momo. Indeed, says Neil. Momo for the menu. Barry Scrotter saw the Rover 100 convertible on the way to work today. British Racing Green. I was very surprised. Oh, there's a 600 in Parma in Nightfire Red, says Neil. The man has exquisite taste. Boaty, get researching it, says Steve KG. Sounds like you're calling. Oh, dear. Oh, and Steve KG saw a 75 today. The first one since he bought his on the 10th of April. Blimey. Gotta go now, says Ross again. Congrats, guys. That's lovely. It is that time, darling, so probably start saying your good night. It's just been a wonderful stream of joy tonight. And I'd love to keep this going for another hour, but I'm still a bit knackered. So hold on to your joy and we'll redouble the joy tomorrow. We'll keep this going. Well, we'll keep this going ad infinitum. We will keep this level of joy just going. I love this. I love this. Since the less pleasant doings of last week, there's been quite a lot of joy. And now this has ramped the joy up to a whole new level. And we're going to maintain this level of joy and we're going to build on it. We've got so much stuff to think about and get excited about now, haven't we, my lovelies? Oh, Barry Scrotter used to deliver to Nuffield back in the day. It was laundry. Oh, there we are. There we are. Mr. Stephen Parry is asking, how long do you think the engagement might be? That's to Neil. Neil says, soon as possible, I'd guess a year at the moment. So's planning it. John Stoodley's here. Hey, chat. Hey, Boaty. John, somebody was asking about you. It was Rob Hedgehog. So, yeah, Rob hasn't heard for a while. He'd like to know how you are. So, if you're okay talking about it, then obviously John hasn't hidden anything from us. John has a really severe brain tumor that he was supposed to undergo brain surgery for, but that had to get postponed. And John's also had, bless him, a recent diagnosis of cancer. So if you're okay still with talking about it, John, any updates would be great. Rob was asking. A year is a good minimum time span, Neil, says Matron. Time to plan and pay, etc. Oh, God, yeah, they're not cheap, are they? Weddings. Oh, I never added up the total cost of mine. It was about, it was a lot. It was over 60,000 quid. Now, says the M11, doesn't this make continuing with YouTube despite demonetization worthwhile, Boaty? This community stuff. Totally. Totally. I would even pay to be part of this. Yeah. Sod the demonetization. Sod it. This is, I haven't got the words for. I haven't really got the words for this. Oh God, don't get emotional. Don't get emotional. I genuinely didn't plan any of this with the YouTube thing. The YouTube thing happened by accident. I've said this a million times. I'd gone down a community route with singles. I'd had a change of mindset. And when I saw similarities with YouTube, I thought it was the obvious way to go. You guys have been amazing for me. Each and every one of you that's watching now, and many who are not watching now, who may watch this in the days or even weeks to come, and some who will never see this at all. You've all made a huge difference for me. And I've just tried in some way to be part of something that I hope might make a little difference for you guys in your life, even if it's just a late night momentary little bit of escapism or a bit of company, but yeah, Emils, and you know, we talk a lot, and yeah, I know that you know what you were doing when you typed that, because yeah, you of all people know how much this means to me. Matron, yes, it is on, and Neil, please do. The phone is here. The phone is ready. Both phones are ready, because God knows what number you're going to call on. You ballsed it up last time, didn't you? You great idiot. That would be a lovely way to end the live stream. So hopefully the groom-to-be is going to give us a ring and have a quick chat before we say good night. And here we go. Oh, am I on silent? Hold on. Hello.
Hello, mate. You alright?
Oh, you've done it again. You called it my personal phone, didn't you?
Well, I can't help it, can I?
Congratulations, my lovely, lovely friend.
Thank you.
And congratulations to my other lovely friend who's better looking than you. Well done, Soph.
Oh, cheers, man.
Congrats, darling. Well done on giving the correct answer.
Oh, I don't know about that. She's marrying me, not thinking Orlando Bloom or everything else she wants.
You're lovely, and you know it. Right. I'm going to try to shut up now. You've seen the comments. You've seen how much love you guys are getting from the community. We're all so excited about it, and we're all sending a massive love and congratulations to you. Well done, big man. On asking. Did you get down on one knee?
No, I didn't get down on one knee. I asked her discreetly. By the beach. I was on the beach, and I just said to her, I says, I think it's about time that you heard this. So I've been waiting 6 months to say it. So you know, would you want to marry me? And she's agreed to it. She's agreed to it now. She's legally bound to do it. So.
Oh, bless you both. Oh God, this is. Oh, I think you probably got the impression how happy we all are for you both.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day.
Oh God, yeah, it's gonna be the best day ever.
But now everybody in the community is invited. So everybody who can turn up, please turn up. You know, whoever has to be bridesmaids, I know you guys are going to be a big part of that as well. So yep, so fun to Lemon and Trace to be bridesmaids. And we'll get the Camp Damn Jesus involved as well. That'll be good.
Oh, this is going to be amazing.
It will be amazing. I'm looking forward to it.
It's really, really kind of you both to involve us all in this. I mean, this is a you thing, and I think I probably speak for everybody when I say that it's a privilege for us all to be, some part of this with you two, and it's lovely. So thank you both very much.
No, it couldn't come at a better time, to be honest. It was, we've had all the bad crap in the past couple of months.
Yeah.
So, I think it was about time some good news come out of everything. So.
Yeah, totally. How's your sunburn?
I'm a bit tender. I'm only not where me shorts are. I never knew you could get sunburn on your nipples, but yeah, it turns out it's a thing.
Oh God. How's the hotel? How's everything? Is it all wonderful?
Everything's lovely. We're currently sat at the Sunset Bar in Palma. We've got the sea right next to us. Everything's all good. We're really enjoying ourselves.
Oh, that's fantastic. Let me have a quick scroll through the comments too. Forgive me if I'm ignoring any comments. I'm just scrolling on to see if anybody's actually talking to Neil. Thank you, Mark. Yeah, everybody's just sending you loads of love, mate. Fingers up to anybody who tried to spoil it. True love wins. Congratulations, Neil and Sophie. This is brilliant news. That's Pocahontas 100. This is fabulous. There we go.
Yeah, we need to get the stag do organised.
Oh, totally. Oh, that could be, yes, definitely. Well, that's a boys thing, isn't it? Obviously. So yeah, we'll leave. What
Can we get Paul as a stripper? Can we get Paul as a stripper? So says.
What, to make it? Well, no, that's a hen do thing. We don't want Mustard getting naked on the stag do.
No, we don't want the Camp Done Jesus noodly appendage in our face, do we? That's fine.
No, definitely not. We'll organise that. I'll get Alanis Morissette or somebody to get a kit off for us. Don't you worry about that.
Where's Trace? Get him off. But no, so overwhelmed at the moment. She's really happy.
Oh, that's brilliant. Was she expecting it?
No, she wasn't expecting it at all.
Right, lovely. Oh, Matron says we'll book the Camp Down Jesus for the hen do.
Can anybody hear me?
We can hear you.
They can hear you.
And they're all saying that Mustard's got to strip off at the hen do.
Oh yeah, Mustard's the stripper. There you go, Bob. That'll make us all feel less of a.
Yeah, we don't want to say that. We'll just feel inadequate.
But yeah, thank you to everyone who's wished us our best wishes. Thank you for that.
Oh,
it means a lot.
There's just so much love heading your way. We'll carry on with this tomorrow night because I'm sure there's going to be a lot more flowing in over the next day, and there'll be loads of ideas.
It is 1:21 here, so.
Oh, bless you. Bless you.
Yep.
Thank you so much for taking the time to be here on the live and to ring in and to just make the community a part of it. It's this is typical of you two that you would do this, and it says so much about the the pair of you, and it's just lovely.
Cheers, mate. I'll speak to you in a bit anyway, because I'm just in the middle of a bar now, so I'll speak to you in a bit.
All right, buddy. Take care, both.
I'll speak to you in a bit.
Catch you soon. Bye-bye. Oh, dear. Oh, that was lovely, wasn't it? Wasn't that the perfect ending? I'm just having a quick flick through the comments. I think that's the right point to end it, darlings, to be honest. I think now that we've spoken to the happily newly engaged couple, then that is the right point to end it. I just need to say, at the very beginning, I mentioned the PayPal thing, and I'm sure I've got a couple of people that I need to quickly thank. Yeah, I need to thank two people. Oh, Carl, bless you. Thank you so much. And oh, Mark Prasad. Thank you. They've both sent a PayPal thing via the link thing that I was talking about. Thank you so much, guys. It's so very much appreciated, and it will really help. But tonight has been all about Neil and Soph, and that is just lovely. And I'm sure it's going to carry on in the Facebook group, on the WhatsApp group, and God knows we'll be carrying this on tomorrow night, will we not? So yeah, thank you everybody for being part of what's going to go down, I think, as probably the best live stream ever. I think I just think this is amazing. Yeah, so let's keep the vibe going tomorrow night. I will be back tomorrow, Thursday Night Live, 11 o'clock, same place, same time. In the meantime, yeah, Facebook group, WhatsApp, all of that. Have a quick look at the messages. This has been amazing, says Matron. Please choose a good title for the title. Yes, says the M11. This live stream needs a title. Put your ideas in the chat. I'll have a think, have a quick think, put it in the chat. If anybody else has got a title, put it in the Facebook group or on the WhatsApp group, because this is gonna stop in a second. Neil is still out celebrating with Sophie, of course. This live deserves a like. This live deserves a love. It deserves all the love in the world. Oh, we will have to think of an amazing title for it, won't we? Yeah, ideas. Ping them left, right, and center. And massive thanks to Neil and Sophie for making us part of all this. And I'm just going to end it there, darlings. And Neil and Sophie, cheers. Cheers to you both. Lovely people, lovely couple, lovely news. And that's that. See you tomorrow night. Much love to you all. Thank you so much for watching. Join me tomorrow night, 11 o'clock, if you're free. Have the best day that you can tomorrow. Take care of yourselves. Take care of those who you love and who love you. Take joy wherever you can find it. And above all the love in the world to Neil and Sophie. Have an amazing rest of your holiday. And thank you again for today. Much love from me, and just much love all round tonight, isn't it? On that note, good night, put you, and indeed and Neil and Sophie, community engagement. Big love, Bosh.